Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to share with you video number 3 of my homeschool mini series. I'm going to go ahead and take you through all of the curriculum I use for each of my boys. Also, do not forget to check out Michelle from A Common Life and see all the curriculum that she uses for her kiddos. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to take you through my 8th graders curriculum. This definitely isn't all of it, but just the main pieces of what we use. I am missing his spelling book. I have a feeling that I already packed that. I'll get into that later because he does use the exact same curriculum as my 6th grader, so we'll talk about that later. So for science, we use Abeka. This is their Science, Earth, and Space. This is their 8th grade book, and we really enjoy it. I love Abeka. It's really great. It definitely is a Christian-based curriculum. There's tons of colors and experiments and a lot of information in this book. We really enjoy Abeka. So my son is really close to finishing this book up. We'll probably be finished with it by the end of February, and then we're going to move him into the Abeka 9th grade freshman curriculum. So I'm really excited that he is getting a jump start in his high school studies. So we're really excited about that. So next I have his English. This is Easy Grammar, 8th grade. It's 180 daily teaching lessons. Okay guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I am not a fan of this at all. I enjoy the 6th grade, and like I said, I'll get into that in a little bit. But as for the 8th grade curriculum, I'm not a fan. So this is why. So instead of actually learning one concept and working at that and then gradually putting more in, you're just learning tons of different things a day. So like in particular, this one you're learning capitalization, punctuation, prefixes, roots, suffixes, parts of speech. I mean, this is done constantly, and so it's really hard to remember what is going on. I mean, obviously some of these things he already knows, like capitalization and punctuation, but it's a lot of information and it's really gotten frustrating. So we don't use this too often. I will pull a couple things from it just as some like brain teasers in the morning, but as for using it daily, we do not anymore. So for right now, I am just using some unit studies through Teachers Pay Teachers until I find something else. So those of you with an 8th grader, if you would be willing to share with me what you use for their English, I would absolutely love that. Next, we use teaching textbooks, and oh my gosh, this is our first year using it. I love it, absolutely love it. I decided not to get the CD version because, well, honestly, the price tag was a little hefty, and I wanted to kind of test the book out before we really invested money into this curriculum. We've used a ton of different things over the years, and so I'm really cautious when it comes to purchasing curriculum. So we went ahead and just got the textbook, but honestly, I love that we did that because I don't know, guys, I guess I'm just weird. I enjoy teaching my kids their lessons every single day. That way when they get to the actual questions themselves, if they have a question about how to do it or are struggling, I know exactly what is going on. So that is something that I do enjoy. So teaching textbooks, definitely a plus. So he is in pre-algebra right now, and we're going to be moving on very soon. I'm really excited that he is ahead of the game in 8th grade, so we are ready to get some of those high school credits getting those out of the way. And then last of his core stuff is the social studies. This book is by Scott Forsman, and it's all about the United States. I picked this up at my local homeschool bookshop. They're no longer open anymore. It was just a couple dollars, but it really spoke to me. I don't even know what grade level it is. It has a 5 on the top. I don't even know what grade level it is though, honestly. The reason that I use it is because He is really into US history. He loves learning all about the world wars, Civil War. I mean, you name it, he loves it. So I went ahead and stuck with this because it is very rich in information, and it goes in chronological order, and it's just fantastic. But what I love about it even more is there's a lot of little mini studies in here that they will, they'll learn. So they get to learn how to do, a timeline, or how to sequence things, and there's lots of these little mini studies along with it. So I do find that he loves to learn a little bit more about a certain section. So when we hit like the Civil War and we hit World War I did pause for a little bit, and then I went on to Teachers Pay Teachers and found some unit studies to go along with it, so I could stretch that lesson out to a week or two, and that really worked out well. So we are really close to finishing this book up, and then we're going to probably move right into the freshman Abeka social studies. I don't remember which book that is going to be, but we are excited to go ahead and move on. So this is everything that I use for my 8th grader. Like I said, this is just core. His spelling book I don't have. And then he reads his own books. It's whatever he wants to read. We do not use a reading curriculum. He does his own stuff with Bible. And so this is just our core pieces. Moving on to my 6th grader. I have also chosen to use teaching textbooks with him. I also did not get the CD version for him as well, but we are loving this book so much. It is really great. They take you step by step in each lesson. It is very easy to teach. He is definitely understanding what is going on, and we'll definitely be using this for a good while now. I love that we've been able to find a great math curriculum that works out for both of them. Here is the spelling that we use. I use this for my 6th grader and 8th grader. So spelling workout, it's really great. My 6th grader is in level F. I cannot remember, I'm sorry, what my 8th grader is, whatever the letter is for 8th grade. So I love that each lesson has a little story at the beginning, and a lot of the spelling words are in this story. But it's really great because sometimes they're historical, or they're just a fun little article. And then they end up having different worksheets in here to help study these lessons. So this is what we use. We don't use all of the book at the same time. I do have them do separate things throughout the week to help them study their spelling words, and I will get into that in video number 4 when I actually go through my lesson planning with you guys. But overall, we are pretty impressed with the spelling workout. So for history, we use the Abeka history series. So he is in the New World History and Geography. Again, this is a Christian curriculum. It is, again, really, really rich in pictures. They are wonderful. We really like this. It is really fantastic. And then here is his science. Again, it is Abeka. Guys, like I said, we're huge Abeka fans. So he is in book 6, Observing God's World. There's this one, and then he also has the health book. So we are almost finished with this particular book. So he will actually probably be moving into the 7th grade book, probably the end of February as well. So that's really exciting. But we really enjoy it. I love that there's tons of experiments in here. There's just really great information. So huge favorite. So last of his core pieces is his English. We use Easy Grammar grade 6. Unlike the 8th grade edition, I love this one. I think it is really put together very well. And I love that you use a single concept. So like the very first part, you learn about prepositions. It does tell you how to teach the book and gives you everything that you need to know. I do just make copies of this so we can keep the book for another child. but you learn prepositions for, you know, a week or two. So you really get that into your head and you know what is going on before you move into the next lesson. So overall, we love the 6th grade easy grammar. And then very last, for my preschooler, I love using the no prep packs that you can get from the Moffat girls. I will leave a link below to their Teachers Pay Teachers store, but they have amazing stuff out there. I believe they go from pre-K, kindergarten, 1st grade, and 2nd grade with their no prep packets. And it comes with literally everything. You can pick these up for about $6 a month, or you can buy the entire year for a discounted price. But these are so wonderful. So here's the January pack that we use, and it gives you a table of contents of all of the worksheets that you will be using. But here's just an overview of some of the worksheets. So like here's the oval, and then you get to draw the oval, the maze, practicing your A to Z's, upper and lower case. And then this pack is, let's see, Q, R, S, T, and I think those ones are it for the month of January. So they do one a week, which is really nice. And then they just have different activities for each letter. So this is really great. They do make them seasonal. So for like the month of January, it's a winter theme. December was a Christmas theme. October was more Halloween, and fall. It was really great. So we love using this curriculum. I also use a lot of Erica's products over at Confessions of a Homeschooler. I will also leave a link to her website in my description box, but this is what we use for preschool. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That will really help me out, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, make sure to keep your eye out for video number 4. It will be coming up very, very soon, and I'm going to show you exactly how I put all of my lessons into my lesson plan, and I'm going to walk you through how I do all of my lesson planning. So thank you again, and until next time, bye!